This is a nice view of the city of Frankfurt. So this is a typical German building. As you can see here, it's quite impressive. It's Eppenstrasse. So it's quite impressive to be here. I like it all here. You can see the architectural building here, very quite impressive and gigantic. This is quite interesting. Hello guys, I want to talk about a terrible experience that I had at the Frankfurt Airport in Germany. This occurred in September 2022 when I was going from Mexico to Nigeria, transiting the Frankfurt Airport in Germany. I was traveling with a Mexican passport, and on the flight there were a lot of foreigners, including a lot of Mexicans, and then I was to have a 20-hour layover at the Frankfurt Airport. So I wanted to use that time to enter into the city and do a sightseeing tour. And therefore, when we arrived at the Frankfurt Airport, so me myself, including my fellow Mexicans, we alighted from the flight, and then just at the exit from the plane, just at the entrance of the airport, so there were two immigration policemen. So one of them stopped me and requested for my passport, and then I gave him my Mexican passport. To my greatest surprise, he started looking at the passport as if it was forged. He was scanning it, opening it from front to back, and looking at me and asking me all sorts of questions. I was just there answering his questions. And then he wasted my time there. I was just standing there, and I observed that the other police officer was not even asking my fellow Mexicans questions. He was just allowing them to pass through. So, but this particular immigration police officer held me ransom and scanned through the passport. He even went as far as bringing a magnifying glass and tried to check through, to scan through for things or for issues that are not existent. Even he took a passport from another Mexican and compare it with the passport that I gave him, trying to invent things or look for things that are not founded in anywhere. So I was so annoyed, I ran out of patience that I screamed at him, "What is the issue? What is the problem here? This passport has a Canadian stamp. I have used this passport to travel to Canada, and it was stamped, and I spent some time right there in Canada. So why am I having problem right here with the same passport? What is the issue? Is it forged?" So when he saw that I was getting annoyed, then he gave me the passport and he asked me to go. Say, that is it. You see, this experience that people of color have abroad is very shocking, and it needs to be stopped. We have to do something about it because I wonder why I was treated that way, and my fellow Mexicans didn't experience something like that. That police officer created a scene, And people around me were looking at me and the police officer as if I had committed a crime. You see? So the shocking part of it that it were the same Germans that came to Africa, specifically to Windhoek in Namibia, and they committed a lot of atrocities right there. They came there without authentic document. They didn't go there with passport, so they just went there non gratia, personal non gratia. And they are the same people that are discriminating foreigners, black foreigners at their shore. This is quite outrageous, and something has to be done about this. On my way back, I transited through the same airport, the Frankfurt Airport, and I equally experienced something similar to it again. So, right there at the airport, I couldn't locate the boarding gate of my onward flight to Montreal in Canada. So, I was looking at the screen trying to locate where would the boarding gate be. So, because it's not showing on the screen. So just because I stood there for some time, I was approached by an officer who put on mufti clothes, and then he showed me his ID card that he wanted to see my passport. I said, okay, fine. I said, fine. I have no problem with that. I was looking for the boarding gate of my flight and said, okay, fine, that I should show him my passport. Okay, I brought out my Mexican passport and I gave it to him. So when he saw that I had the Mexican passport, he quickly apologized. I said, oh, sorry, you're Mexican? I said, yes. It's okay, fine. He just flipped through and gave it back to me and asked me to go somewhere that my boarding gate is over there. You see, so I imagine that he thought that I would show him an African passport, and then that would be an avenue to scrutinize me and bombard me with unnecessary questions. You see, so black people around the world, they have been facing all sorts of racial treatment and discriminations everywhere, and we will need to do something about this. You see, so it's not fair that people of color be mistreated just because of their appearance. You see, so this is a shocking experience, a terrible experience that I had at the Frankfurt main airport in Germany. Some of you might have had similar experience like mine. Please, I would like you to comment below if you had something similar experience like me. And together, we need to speak out and put a stop to all this unjust treatment that people of color they are faced with everywhere they travel to. You see, so that is how life is. But anyway,